Hey guys, how y'all doing? It's me, Johnny, and we are here for the first time. Yes, this moment is gonna be a historic moment when we look back at this in a couple of months' time, when we hopefully have picked up a bunch more rewards in the future. But as you guys know, so far this account has only been able to pick up rewards in not the best divisions, of course. So let me just quickly show you and give you a little bit of a history lesson. But before we actually do any of that, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. As always, I appreciate all of you coming in into these Sorare videos. And I appreciate the Sorare community being as nice as they have been towards me and just being so kind and welcoming. I've just today recorded a video with Quinny, which was an amazing time to share with him because I see him as one of the most informational channel to, like, not informational, is that even a word? Like, one of the most knowledgeable people when it comes to Sorare itself. And he has a huge gallery and has a lot of experience and even has a footballing coach license, which I didn't know. And it was really a good talk. So thank you to everyone that has been inviting me into these Discords and into these videos and everything. I appreciate every single one of you. And thank you for the comments and down below as well. As always, guys, if you want to sign up for Sorare and help out the channel and be rewarded for it, go ahead and use the link in the description down below when you do want to sign up to Sorare. That way, if you do go ahead and buy 5 players off the market, you will be gifted a limited item for free. So go ahead and do that if you want to. I'd really appreciate it. So let's dive straight into it. My SO5 stats. So far, until this moment, your boy has earned 0.08 ETH in ETH returns, which I'm actually really happy with. I think it's 3 times where we hit 0.02. And then twice where we hit 0.01 so far. So in terms of threshold grind, we have done well. But as you guys can clearly tell, in terms of rewards, we have not gotten anything back yet in terms of like big players, right? We have gotten this Zeruki, who is a talented player as a limited. We got him from Challenger Europe Limited, which I was quite happy with. And then from Champion Europe Limited, we have gotten ourselves Kevin Behrens. I then decided to move away from this division to completely get rid of every single player in my squad that was a limited item. And I just went ahead and bought myself a bunch of players that are rares. And that is what we have done. Now, after that change, your boy has played Champion Europe this week. Didn't get anything out of it. Paul Lopez conceded. Caleta Car didn't play. Hoffenheim lost. It was horrible. Under 23 rare, it was going well somewhat with Hudemakers. He gets elbowed in his face, has to get subbed off after 45 minutes because the referee actually punched him in the head. I can't believe that happened. I've seen the clip and it looks ridiculous when you watch it. David Raum had a somewhat decent game, but again, as I mentioned, Hoffenheim lost that one. Matondo couldn't really do much. Theo Hernandez was up to like 60 points. Then he got a red card in the last minute. And the Kaiser, as a goalkeeper, got 42 points despite conceding 2 goals. So under 23s was nothing to look at. The All-Star Rare, the team that I had no faith in and just hoped to get the ETH grind, the threshold grind with, got me 122nd on a global basis on the platform in the rare division. And that's ridiculous. And it's down to the fact that Anto Grigic had an incredible game. Scored a free kick, scored a penalty. Dino Hotic scored an unbelievable free kick as well. So 2 of my players have scored free kicks. And both teams, Cercle Bruges and also the squad of Sion, both conceded. Not just 1 goal. I mean, the Cercle Bruges stack conceded 1 goal, so the clean sheet was gone. It could have been much better if we did have a clean sheet. We would have had a much higher finish, but that's totally okay. I'm not going to look into it and be like, oh, if this would have happened, that would have happened. I'm happy with how it's gone. Endoy and his team have conceded 3 goals, and he's still kept 46 points. So I'm proud of this squad being able to reach this level. Now, that gives us a tier 3 rare. My first ever rare player to come into the squad. I'm going to click the claim rewards now. Star Common, Jude Bellingham. Nice start. I like that. I like that. I did play commons this week, so I'm very happy with getting Jude Bellingham. I'm excited, though. I'm excited. I'm so ready for this rare player. Whoever it is, it's going to be known as the first rare reward that I ever had on a platform. So let's see how it goes. Star Common, and then, of course, the 0.2 ETH. Okay, 0.02, sorry. 0.2 would be insane. And here it comes. The reward is Denis Suarez. Yo, that's not too bad. He's a good player, mate. He's a good player. He is playing like a former Barcelona talent. One of them ones that people were kind of hyping up at the time. Look at that. That is what is it? Is it actually 265? 300 euros. Let's go. And it's funny because Quinny and I talked about him today. Quinny picked up his unique just today, I believe. So I'm going to take a look at that. Yeah, there you go. He picked up his unique today because he's kind of a Celta Vigo fan due to him having another player in that squad. So you can see here, he got him. What are the odds of this happening? I got myself a really good tier 3 rare right here. I'm very happy, guys. I can't complain at all. It's my first ever reward, and it's a former Wonder Kid in Denis Suarez here. We have an 82 score in that last game. The boy got a decisive. I like that. Is he getting all the playtime? 60 minutes, 81 minutes. So he does get subbed off, but he does seem to be getting some decent scores around here. Now, this would be a player that others would probably buy for like a ETH threshold grind team. But I am looking at this and I'm thinking I can definitely benefit from his latest great performance here and take my profits out of this one. I'm going to look at how much he has been selling for in the last like 6 months. So at one point he was up to 378, right? 350. And recently he has gone up towards the 300 euro mark once again. I like that, man. 0.1 ETH. I take that right now. I really would. So he's up for 0.108. This is a tough one. Denis Suarez, welcome to the club, mate. The thing is, I don't have any utility for him as we speak. My All-Star Rare team is set. My Champion Europe Rare team for the next week is set as well, which I can show you here once again. Let me go into my teams here. So we have the boys of Cercle Bruges stepping up against the 12th place team in the league. They are currently 8th themselves. And Sion is up against the worst team in the league, which means we could be looking at another great week of All-Star, possibly, if things go our way. That'd be great. If one of the two teams could finally pick up a clean sheet, we are looking very, very good there. So that team is set. The under-23s, they are set. There's nothing going to be changing there. And the Champion Europe, obviously, is not going to make it into this team over someone like Fabian Ruiz or Dimitri Payet. So I'm just going to take my profits, boys. That is huge. I am so excited about the fact that, of course, we got Jude Bellingham, so that's going to be class and good to use for the commons. I'm always going to be playing commons nonetheless, especially for the training squads. These players are very important to have. So, Denis Suarez, nice to have you, pal. We're going to get him soon, and we're going to list him up because he just recently had a good game. And if he can continue to get good games in, I can see his price going up even more. But I'm going to be listing him up for the lowest amount on the market. This has me so excited, man. This is the joy. I, back in the day, like, used to open packs on FIFA and freak out and be like, oh my God, I got this and that guy. And they had no value in the real world. And now I'm doing pack openings on players that actually have value. So for a tier 3 rare, I was looking through most of them yesterday, and I didn't really pay attention to Denis Suarez here, but most of the ones that were at the top of the tier 3 rare list were mostly going for like 200, 250. So I really got lucky here, boys. This is big time. And with him added on top of the budget of what I have right now, which you can see right here, we'll be looking at like 2.3k, and that is a decent budget to have to be able to engage with the market whenever I feel like it. Talking about the market, let's talk about how things are looking right now. So when you look at the market as we speak, as you guys know, Bitcoin has gone on a mental run up lately. So it has gone from basically this low up to this point, which is like a 38% gain over 14 days. And that is obviously massive. And it has broken through a key resistance level here. You can see it's above it now. And it's trying to force its way up to these resistance levels. But I do see that the RSI was a little bit too far up. We were on the overbought section here. This is a lot of technical talk that a lot of people might not understand. But generally speaking, we were up on the RSI, which kind of indicates if the market is overbought or oversold down here. And you can see the purple line here. It's up there. So we were due a little bit of a correction. So ideally, we want to see Bitcoin bounce off one of these red lines here, right? Not go below like 42k ideally, bring in a higher low, and then fly up again with a little bit more power coming up. And then, yeah, there's lots of resistance levels coming up. As we go up, I will draw new lines coming in. But yeah, man, the market has been quite healthy lately, and it's really, really good to see. So for me to hold on to the ETH value that we have in the club is not necessarily a bad thing to do. There are a couple of players that I'm currently scouting, a couple of players that I'm personally really, really interested in. So I am extremely interested in Zakarian. I would like to get him into the squad. There's 6 hours for him. So if I can sell Denis Suarez, I could maybe put in a bid for him. Then I'm also interested in players like Kamara, who I think is class. We could be bringing him into the squad. Badiashile is about to come back from his injury, could come back into that centre-back spot at Monaco. But the main player that I'm mostly interested in is Tchouaméni. He looks incredible. I really, really want him in my team at some point as my under-23 midfielder. Apparently, there's him being linked to, like, there's rumors of him being linked to the likes of PSG. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing because this guy's getting amazing scores. And if he can start in that PSG team, my God, this kid is going to get so many points in the future. But right now at AS Monaco, he's doing bits. So there's a couple of players that I'm currently looking at and tracking in terms of ones that I would really like to have in my club. I'm also really open to going ahead and spending a little bit on the likes of Saliba. I think he would be great for my defensive stack of Marseille, but it would be kind of a shame to why is he not popping up here? What the hell is going on? Oh, I'm on this market. Let me go on to this one right here, rares, and we type in Saliba, and then he should be popping up here. There he is, William Saliba. So he is out there for around 4k, which makes sense because he is an insane performer. When you look into his stats right here, boys, you'll see that this is one of the best under 23 defenders you can have. Obviously, I just bought Hilger, so I'm not looking for an under 23 defender, but he would be amazing for my Champion Europe team. I know it's kind of a waste to have an under 23 player there, but it would be kind of nice to have him along the Marseille boys in the lineup. Unless my boy Khaled Akar is actually back into the starting lineup and can play again, because he's so much cheaper and it would be a great option. But I have so much faith in the teams that we have built here, especially the Champion Europe. I'm extremely faithful in with the matchups that we have. They are very favorable apart from the one for Fabian, but I think he can get ourselves at least like a 40-50 point game. And then also the All-Stars are looking good. So the account is growing, man. The account is growing. I'm so thankful for you guys once again for tuning in into this video. The first ever rare has come in. Let me know in the comments down below who you have gotten into your club, my friends. Denis Suarez, welcome, and thank you for bringing some more liquidity into the club. We're going to be getting rid of him as he has been performing, and people might be interested in picking him up right now. I will go ahead and take my profits out of this one and reinvest elsewhere. Appreciate you watching. Have a great day, guys. Take care and peace.